Understanding Yahusha's 1,000-year reign, the Millennial Kingdom, and its promise for believers. For those who seek divine truth, the promise of Yahusha's 1,000-year reign stands as a monumental event in the fulfillment of Yahuah's divine plan. This reign, also known as the Millennial Kingdom, is prophesied in the book of Revelation and other scriptures. It represents the time when Yahusha, known to be the Son of Yahuah in the flesh, will return to earth, establish his kingdom, and rule in righteousness and peace for 1,000 years. In this post, we will explore what this reign means for believers, the scriptures that foretell this era, and how the seekers of truth can prepare their hearts and minds for the coming kingdom. The prophecy of the 1,000-year reign. The 1,000-year reign of Yahusha is most clearly prophesied in the book of Revelation. Revelation 20:1-4, "And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahusha. And they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years." This passage outlines a future event where Satan is bound for 1,000 years, and Yahusha reigns as king, bringing peace, justice, and divine order to the earth. The souls of the righteous, particularly those who suffered for their testimony of Yahusha, will be resurrected to reign with him during this glorious time. What happens during the Millennial Kingdom? Satan bound. Peace restored. The binding of Satan for 1,000 years is crucial for the restoration of peace and order on earth. Without Satan's influence, the world will experience a time of peace, free from the evil, deception, and corruption that has plagued humanity since the fall in the Garden of Eden. Isaiah 2:2 for prophesies this time, "And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more." During Yahusha's reign, wars will cease, and nations will be united under his righteous leadership. This time will be marked by universal peace, and the world will experience the Mashiach's rule. Yahusha as King of Kings. Yahusha will reign as the King of Kings during the millennium, fulfilling his role as the Mashiach who will rule the nations. He will establish his government in Jerusalem, as foretold in prophecy, Isaiah 9:6-7, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David, and upon his kingdom, to order it, and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever." This prophecy speaks to the divine rulership of Yahusha, who will rule with justice and righteousness. His reign will not only bring peace, but also restore Yahuah's divine order to the world. The resurrection of the righteous. The first resurrection will take place at the beginning of Yahusha's millennial reign. This resurrection is for those who have died in faith, particularly those who were martyred for their testimony of Yahusha. Revelation 20:6, "Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power, but they shall be priests of Elohim and of Mashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years." These believers will reign with Yahusha during the millennium, serving as priests and kings, helping to administer his righteous rule over the nations. Restoration of creation during this reign. The curse on creation that began with Adam and Eve's fall will be lifted. The earth will experience a time of abundance and renewal. Nature itself will be restored to harmony, and the broken relationship between humanity and creation will be healed. Isaiah 11:6-9, "The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Yahuah, as the waters cover the sea." This restoration will extend to the animal kingdom, symbolizing the peace and harmony that will permeate the entire world during Yahusha's reign. Why is the 1,000-year reign important for believers? Fulfillment of prophecy. The 1,000-year reign of Yahusha is the fulfillment of biblical prophecy, demonstrating that Yahuah's word is true, and that his plan for redemption and restoration is being carried out. The reign is a sign that the promises of Yahuah, Israel, and to all of creation are being brought to completion. A time of peace and righteousness for believers. This reign represents a time of peace and righteousness, where evil is no longer permitted to corrupt the world. Yahusha will reign in justice, and the saints will share in his rule. This is the time when Yahuah's original design for humanity will be restored. Preparation for eternity. The millennium is also a preparation for eternity. At the end of the 1,000 years, Satan will be released for a final rebellion, which will ultimately be crushed. After this, the new heavens and new earth will be created, and Yahusha will deliver the kingdom to Yahuah for eternity. 1 Corinthians 15:24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Elohim, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. How can seekers of the truth prepare for Yahusha's reign? Live in expectation. Believers are called to live with the expectation of Yahusha's return. This means staying faithful to the word, walking in righteousness, and continually seeking Yahuah's guidance. Yahusha's reign is a promise, and living with this eternal perspective shapes how we live today. Matthew 20:44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour, as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Grow in spiritual maturity. During the Millennial Kingdom, Yahusha will reign with the righteous, those who have grown in faith and spiritual maturity. Believers are called to pursue holiness and spiritual growth, preparing to serve alongside Yahusha in his kingdom. Spread the good news. The message of Yahusha's reign should be shared with others. As seekers of the truth, we are called to spread the good news of the coming kingdom and the hope it offers to all who believe in Yahusha. The more people know of the coming reign, the more souls can be brought into Yahuah's plan. In conclusion, the hope of Yahusha's 1,000-year reign. The 1,000-year reign of Yahusha is a period of divine restoration, peace, and justice, as Yahuah's kingdom is established on earth. For the seekers of the truth, this reign represents the fulfillment of Yahuah's promises and the beginning of an eternity with him. Yahusha's reign is a time of redemption for those who have believed, a time of restoration for creation, and a promise of eternal life for the righteous. As we await this glorious time, let us prepare our hearts and minds, living in expectation of Yahusha's return and sharing the hope of his reign with the world. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power, but they shall be priests of Elohim and of Mashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. Revelation 20:6. Are you ready for Yahusha's reign? Seek the truth, stay faithful, and be prepared for the coming kingdom.